Okay. Well, GG. Yeah. Alright. I will not even attempt to do that again. If I don't get an ultimatum trial, I will not ascend. Okay, so I just got one great thing and then one disappointing thing. The great thing, Greater Jeweler's Orb. I got a 5 link. I'm gonna have to figure out what skill to put this on. I think it might be Gathering Storm. The bad thing is I got a high level inscribed ultimatum, but this one will not grant ascendancy points. I'm really hoping. I was like super frustrated last night about the Trial of the Succumbus. I hate Sanctum, and melee just like exacerbates the problems the Sanctum has inherently. I really hope I never have to do a Sanctum outside of the very first one for your characters versus Sensi. I'm praying that I will find an ultimatum that says it will grant me ascendancy points, because I refuse to do a Sanctum. And now, like, I'm down to do Sanctum once my character's complete. You know, like, to me, Sanctum is like an alternative endgame once my character is ready to fight pinnacle content. When my character is fully complete and ready to take on like Ubers and tier 17s, then at that point I'm down to do a couple Sanctums. You know, it's a fun alternative endgame to Path of Exile's typical gameplay. It is not the method I want to gain power through, because it is so frustrating when your character isn't already powerful. I don't understand why my, what's this called, Siphoning Strike just doesn't hit the enemies with those. Like, it will like attack the enemy and it just doesn't hit them. It's really odd. I don't know if it's like missing or something. Alrighty, so that was my last tier 2. Let's get some more skill points.
Space you cleared allowed us to reclaim.
Okie dokie. I think I'm just gonna take monster packs. Oh man, Greater Jeweler's Orb. I think what I'm gonna do is take out Lightning Infusion from my bell and put in, what's it called, Electrocute, so I can start getting some electrocution build up on single target. See if I can build it up quick enough for it to be relevant. And then on my Gathering Storm 5 link, I'm doing Window of Opportunity, Momentum, Lightning Infusion, and Primal Armament. I'll make Tempest Flurry my next 5 link. Who knows how long it'll be before I get another one though. Alright, moving up to tier 3 maps. How do they not have a Waystone tab already? Like, I understand that they had a lot on their table, but I feel like that's gotta be really easy to put together and it would make them so much money. Why does it have this? Interesting. Is there a way I can know if a location is gonna have these special blue text? Why can't I click this ritual? Okay, well there's a ritual on this map, but it wouldn't let me click on it, so I guess I'll just move on. Increased Thorns damage, huh? $73. Time to start taking power charge stuff. Critical damage bonus consumed a power charge recently, which is, if I'm good about keeping up my power charges, that should be all the time, but I'm definitely not. Tier 2 ES evasion boots. Chaos Res and Lightning Res. Yo. I'm gonna slam those 2 times. Try to get some life and evasion. Tier 2, but it's a relevant mod, I guess. 10% movement speed. I mean, these only have 30 life, but they do have 25% movement speed. And I really need that Chaos Res for sure. So much Lightning Res too. Dude, these almost look like a pair of PoE boots. Almost. I need Cold Res. Wow. I have as much Chaos as Cold.
Well, well, you're hardly a local here, now are you? Wait, you don't know me? Right, you did warn us about this. Or you will, rather.
I think that was a... yeah, okay.
We came back to this era hoping to meet our ancestral heroes in person, but instead, we found an even bigger mystery. We're still digging up ancient remnants of our ancestors, but they won't even arrive on Rayclast for the better part of a year. I think that cataclysm may have scrambled more than just the terrain.
So strongboxes were like way slower, but that felt the exact same. Except I actually have to pick up this loot now, huh? I wonder why. Wow, the loot seems pretty good. Ooh, Carcano strongbox. It's rare. Oh, it's corrupted. I can't even identify it. Oof. Has ice spikes. Identified items guarded by 6 packs of monsters, so we have 19 packs total. Quantity and rarity. It's probably gonna be corrupted items too. Do I have to kill the packs for the next packs to spawn? That didn't feel like 19 packs. Ooh, Precursor's Tablet. 6 maps in ranged are irradiated. Your maps have a 13% chance to contain a strongbox. Okay, so it's not guaranteed like I thought it might be. Yeah, strongboxes could probably be sped up by like 200, 300%, something like that. They're really slow. Like you compare a strongbox to a breach, and it's like you press a breach and instantly you're surrounded by dozens, if not hundreds of monsters. And you press a strongbox and it's like slowly over the next 2 minutes they trickle out. Alright, my first ball orb on this unset ring that I got, it has cold res and then some solid lightning damage stuff, but the exalt didn't hit, so I'm gonna vault orb it and see what happens. We got the lightning stuff still. It removed the only modifier that was relevant, which was cold res. Okay.
Yes.
Alright. Do I get anything special for disenchanting it? No, just 2 regals for having 6 months. I think I'm gonna change my perpetual charge, which is the chance to not remove charges, from my charge staff to charge infusion. Oh, it can't. Oh, really? Supports skills that consume power, frenzy, or endurance charges. Consumes 1 of each charge. I'm sure it's because it's a persistent skill, but it should say that it doesn't support persistent skills. The wording definitely implies that it would work because it consumes it, but whatever. Doesn't work. That sucks. A traveling merchant offers wares in perilous times. Well, I'm definitely headed there. So I have 4 gem cutter prisms. And I have a few options of skill gems to use them on. One is Wind Dancer, gives me +1 maximum stage, which would be 18% more evasion. Another option is Charged Staff, which gives it some skill effect duration. This is probably the lowest priority. One good option is Tempest Bell, gives it 6 additional hits before it's destroyed, which would bump it up to 23, which is pretty significant. The other option is Gathering Storm, which would give it additional shockwaves per use, bumping that up to 10. I don't know if I need that. I feel like my clear's already really good, assuming I hit the perfect timing. So I think I'm gonna go for the bell first. And then also electrocute builds up very slowly, so I'm gonna put in a different support for that. Yeah, maybe we do font of rage so we can build rage really quick. Alright, we'll try that one out and see how it feels. Because if that gets me up to 30 rage twice as fast, then I think that's probably worth it. Yeah, I think it's best to skip strong boxes. They're so slow, there's such few monsters, and the loot is so bad, it's just not worth it. Maybe like the specific ones that are like Arcanist, Cartographers, and stuff like that. Things and full. Okay, I'm gonna refund 2 passives. This damage on full life. And then with the skill point I just got, we will get 2 additional power charges. So now we're up to 6. That gets me lightning damage from my charge staff. It also means that my buff lasts longer. Shock. Yeah, my buff lasts for almost a minute now. What's up? It's like the Act 2 boss doing his mechanic though. Already tier 3 maps complete.
Time is not on our side.
Nice. Needs a few more exalted orbs and then a couple sockets, and that will be my weapon. It's tier 4 hybrid, tier 3% with tier 2 attack speed. None of those are good tiers, but it's on the right base, and that's what matters the most. They are all relevant mods as well, so I will definitely slam this with 3 exalted orbs, and we'll see what happens. But I only got 1 right now. 2 more Atlas passives. I'm gonna take this biome notable. This looks pretty cool. Just like relevant stuff, depending on where I am. And then, for quantity of wastelands next, let's go see what the vendor has to offer. Moment of Zen. Is what the map is called. Then it's actually the Nameless here. Okay, so there's actually no monsters in there. Hopefully this gives me a completion. Actually, it did already. It already gave me completion just for entering. Let's see what he's got. Oh my goodness.